Good morning. On behalf of the 30th General Synod of the United Church of Christ, I send you my greetings from Cleveland, Ohio, which is why I'm not with you this morning. I first of all want to say I am hoping and praying that everyone is safe and that everyone's property is safe or at least recovering from all the storms yesterday. So my prayers go out to you. I'm also sending you this message because something very important happened this week. On Friday, the Supreme Court handed down a decision which made same-sex marriage the law of the land, as you are probably well aware. Here at General Synod, there is lots of celebration going on. I was surrounded when I heard the news with men and women who were weeping with joy, not just because they've worked very hard for this, but because it affects them on the most personal of levels, that they are able to legally marry someone that they love and have that recognized in all 50 states. I imagine that there are other gatherings this Sunday of Christians who are upset and frustrated by this ruling and wondering what's next. And I also know that there are people in our pews this morning who have opinions, convictions, and feelings along the spectrum on this question. I confess that we haven't really had much of this conversation, at least as a congregation, with individuals, but especially as a congregation in my almost 5 years with you. And what I confess is that is partly because I am very conflicted on this question. I would say I'm in a discernment process, trying to discern what is God saying to us, what is God's desire for us when it comes to how do we faithfully love our sisters and brothers in Christ and our neighbors who have a same-sex orientation, who wish to marry someone of the same sex. I'm not there yet. But what I will want to say this, and you might not be there yet for that matter, but what I want to say this morning is that is the question that we will be asking together, even if I don't have it all figured out, and even if you don't have it all figured out. But the foundational question is, how do we love? How do we faithfully love God? How do we faithfully love our sisters and brothers in Christ and our neighbors? No matter what their sexual orientation is, no matter what their race is, no matter what man or woman, socioeconomic status, any of these things, how do we love one another? And so I do look forward to having this conversation with you, to asking these questions with you, to loving one another and discerning more how we can better love one another and love those outside of our church community more faithfully together in the coming weeks and months and years. That said, may God bless you this morning in your worship. I'll be worshiping here in Cleveland and be praying for you. And I look forward to seeing you and worshiping with you soon. God bless you all.